Well, hello there. Welcome to A Celtic World live watch-along. I'm Danno, and obviously, if I'm hosting something, the inmates have truly taken over the nut house, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging here in Gwangju, South Korea. Where you guys at tonight? Let us know what's going on. And this is less a watch-along than a drink-along tonight. That's at least how Keiser and I kind of put it. What is happening, Ampang boy? What's going on? You guys got any predictions for the score? How many shots of whiskey we will imbibe during the festivities tonight? Whenever Keiser shows the fuck up. What's going on, Christophe? Bonjour, bonjour. Ça va, ça va. And yeah, good to see you guys in the group. What do you guys think of the starting lineup? Hit us up. No surprises for me. Hart, Johnston, Carter Vickers, Scales, Taylor, McGregor, O'Reilly, Hatati, Kuhn, Forrest, and Kyogo. I was kind of half of a Tomoki mind, to be perfectly honest, tonight. Can't really see McGregor. I hope he can turn things around. I hope he's finally kind of match fit, but he's been struggling the last couple games. But that's the cap, man, so I can't say much about it. Game's just about to start off. I'm on the Celtic TV feed, so hopefully I'm not getting blasted with too many early surprises a la Gav last time. But glad to see everybody here in the studio tonight, and this should be a good game, man. We'll see what's going on. Definitely no surprises in the lineup for me either. I'm Pong Boy for sure. And did anybody catch the episode on Thursday? Man, that was funny with the C words going on and everybody cracking up silently. I really got a kick out of that. I also watched the Monday episode where they were talking about our last comical live watch along for the Scottish Cup semifinal, which was hilarious. So hopefully we can have some more fun tonight. But thanks to everyone who's tuning in. And what do you got for a prediction of the score? I'm thinking 3-1 Celts. We always seem to give up a late goal or something kind of meaningless, or make it genuinely scary. But to me, the good thing about this year is our fitness continues to shine through, especially in the late moments. And we always seem to kind of get a goal late in the game. So hopefully we don't have any shenanigans from the ref tonight, although I'm not really holding my breath. But Hearts are a tough out. Shanklin's a good striker. We'll see what happens. And we are underway. So hopefully, like I said, I think the main thing to watch here is just McGregor's form. See what happens with him. But yeah. What minute in the game are we going to be joined by Keiser, if at all? This is the question, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed.
All right, fuck it. I'll join in until Keiser shows up then.
Am I that boring?
No, I just feel sorry for you sitting on your own. Anyway, they had a bloody chance there. Did you see that?
I've got my satanic altar in the background. It's all right. No, I didn't.
Comes on
I've got the Celtic TV feed for some reason. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. How long ago was that first shot? Decent chance.
What is it? How many minutes does it say?
1, literally on the dot, right when I said 1.
Oh, hail, who's a snitch? Salut, Christophe.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone else. 44 people watching, Donna. 48.
Yeah, I know. I had people come in 20 seconds into, hey, what's going on, guys? So, yeah, it's good. Got a decent crowd going on tonight. And, the big bet right now, Gav, is at what minute into the game is Keiser going to show up? And I don't even think we're going to have, an answer to that we can agree upon because we're out of sync.
There we go.
Again.
Come on, get in. Oh, I'm on Celtic TV as well, but am I? Yeah, I am. But I'm a minute ahead of you. More than.
All right, let's see. I'll get over to.
That is the question, Brian. That's the question. He says, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying here in Malta.
Come on, legend. Get it together, right? There's a traffic jam in Mordor. See, now we're on opposite ends of the scale here, man. Beauty. 1-0, yeah?
Kyogo.
Yeah, I'm still behind. Hold on, I'm gonna get on the proper Celtic TV feed here.
3 minutes 40.
Yeah, okay, I'm kicking that on. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there we go.
From a corner, would you believe? It was headed out, helped back in
No.
again by.
Okay. And a header from.
I'm sorry, I
Kyogo,
couldn't
no
not
less.
react to that.
No, it's okay. Okay, I think we're synced up now, so.
Brian seems to be upset that I gave away the fact that there was a goal. We'll get it right up, you Husey. That's what you did.
Yeah, exactly. Gurfy even.
But there's a VAR
beautiful,
check.
Man.
Well done.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, there is a VAR check.
He's beyond the goalkeeper.
I don't think so. I mean, he was for a sec, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when they're both going in opposite directions too. It's like, I mean, when is the exact millisecond the ball is entered in and all this? It's bollocks. There we go. Beautiful. Goal. Well, Brian's gotten his comeuppance. Things are looking good, baby. Where are your keys? Come on. Gav works too hard, man. Some respect. Anyways, cheers to all you.
Cheers to you. You're drinking the same thing. Clink.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Boop. What, just whiskey and water or something like that, Gav?
Ice. Is
On
that
the
acceptable?
Rocks? That's a big honking glass. That's a big honking glass of whiskey and ice, brother. Drinking proper tonight. Yeah, you were telling me I inspired you to re-up on your
Yeah. Just realized it's been a long time since I've had any Jamesons. And I like it. So I got my duty-free woman to turn up at the house with a big box full of booze.
Nice.
That's how you do it here. You text a woman and you say, bring me 3 Jamesons, 1 Grey Goose, 1 Tanqueray gin. Half price.
Are the prices like outrageous down there, or?
Yeah, with all the tax and everything, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty high, yeah. So what does a bottle of Jameson run you like? I mean, if it was in pounds or dollars or something like
that. Well, I got 3 bottles of whiskey, like big Jameson ones, decent sized ones, not the wee small ones.
No, yeah, the proper 700 milliliters.
It was 600 ringgit. It was like 100 pounds for £20 a bottle.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'd say it's close to that here too. It's about 38,000 won.
Yo, legends, can you hear me? My PC just shut the sheets. It wouldn't connect my camera or my microphone when I was trying to join, and I tried resetting it, and then it done the same thing again. I was like, no, but we're here.
Right, lads, I'm going off to enjoy the game. So let me know in private chat if you need me for anything. See you.
Have a nice time, Gav.
You too.
Gav's got whiskey. Gav's got whiskey tonight too, man. So we're rocking.
I'm on the Magnum to begin with, slowly followed by the tonic. So let's go, Danno. What do you think about the squad?
No surprises, man. No surprises.
Bro.
Little bit surprised with McGregor and how his form's been, but that's the cap, man. You know, he's got to be in there. If he's fit, he's got to be in there. I mean, he's the heart and soul of the team. You know, so
exactly. We need to get him firing.
I mean, the thing we're all surprised by is Scales 4-year contract.
I'm delighted, bro. I'm delighted.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm not a total Scales fan. I'm not a total Scales detractor. I'm just talking about like the overall vibe of reaction. But you know, I mean, say what you will about him, form, technique, whatever. Like, dude's been solid for us this year, man. I mean, he's been a fucking warrior. So
exactly, bro. Okay.
And I think, you know, that kind of stuff Rodgers really pays attention to, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I want to try to get the old stream fighting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta watch.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Keys, you gotta watch porn while you're watching football. I mean, it's like a simulcast type of.
It's the only way. It's the only way to do things.
That's why I don't go to bars anymore while watching football. I'm like, what? We're not watching porn here. Like, what?
I just put it on my mobile, bro, and put it on the stand on the table for the boys. You know what I mean? Make some noise for the boys.
But yeah, man. So good goal to start the game. I think hopefully we can cruise this, man.
Yeah, hopefully, Danno. Hopefully I can get this up and running. I don't need to try and find it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was working just before I joined. Oh, cheers, Danno, bro. There we go. Oh, I've got it working, mate. I'm 8 minutes in. Well, we're one goal up. Delightful.
9:30. I'm at like 9:30. You got Celtic TV, right? I mean, I'm watching it through there. So
yeah. But mine's just like
you might have just put it on. Sometimes I put on the stream there, and it's like a little bit behind, maybe like a minute or so. So you might want to check and see if it's all the way up to.
Yeah. I'll check it, Danno.
Kiddos rummaging around, hey? No kids here, just my satanic altar.
He's handed me my jacket, Danno. He sent me to the shop. He's like, here, you're going to the shop, and now he's requesting that I cook him a pizza. You know what I mean? The joys are far of it.
Oh, man, Hart just made an amazing save, man.
Mine keeps crashing, Danno, so you keep me in the loop, right, bro? You keep filling me in.
Yeah, that was a hell of a save from Hearts are looking decently dangerous so far. They've had a couple of good chances.
Yeah, but they're no mugs, bro. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean they never are. I mean it's always a decently tough out, except for this cat. I forget his name. Who he always seems to get a red card against us. This blonde fairy they have. I don't know what his name is, but he always seems to really screw the pooch against us. So good thing he's taking the corners for him.
I
forget his name.
I just seen that VAR decision flash up on the screen. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Darren? The Hearts player was almost on the goal line, bro. It's like onside. I'm like, what you think? Maybe he was onside.
Oh man, very close chance for Celtic right there on the second. We look lively in the final third. Woo! Oh yeah. Kyogo, if he could have put it. Yeah, Forrest just put it just beyond Kyogo in front of the goal, and it just went into Clark, you know. So, but we look sharp.
In chat as well. Welcome in, legends.
Right. Yeah, where are we? I hope Gav is staying on the live chat. I think I gotta just throw this up in the
at the top
on the phone, right?
On the StreamYard at the top, bro, it says private chat and it also says comments beside it.
Comments.
You can just click comments
okay.
And then the actual chat. That's what I'm never in the private chat, bro. I'm always in this one.
Yeah. I mean, the few times I've paid attention to it, I just throw it out because I'm on my PC right now, so I just throw it on my phone, whatever. But if it's right there, beautiful. So
loving the candles and stuff, Danno. Setting the
you know, I've got my
I sent you with the hair.
It's my Saturday satanic altar tradition. It's no big deal. It's not It's not anything like actual Satan worship, but
a pot puree and a bit of Pearl Jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So where are you at on the stream?
Mine keeps freezing, Danno. So like I'm just winging it, bro. Listening to you, what's happening? You're my updater, which is fine by me. 12 minutes.
About 13 minutes. Yeah, we got a corner here.
I've got this in my PC setup, Danno. Like the camera's in my central monitor, but I've got the triple monitor setup with the game's on this monitor here, and usually the comments are on the other monitor. So if you see me glancing about, it's because my eyes are darting about to watch the game. You know.
Well, you're also
read the comments.
That's just how you roll, man. It's
it's part of being
eyes darting. There's a lot going on in the world of Keiser.
It's part of being a streamer as well, Danno. See, like always paying attention to chat, because chat is paramount. You know what I mean? They're the people who are here watching the game and listening to us. So thank you very much for being here, legends, right? If you can, smash like. If you're new, smash subscribe. And remember, the dark side is going to be in here watching. They're sitting choking for us to fail and fall flat.
I know.
And the fact that it's not happening, it makes me happy. And it should make you happy. So smash that subscribe.
Smash subscribe, no doubt. And I got to say, Craig Young, he says, I feel like there's a porno being shot in the background, Danno, and that's after midnight. All right.
That's Danno's OnlyFans.
That's my OnlyFans account.
That's actually OnlyFans.
It's still OnlyFan. It's only Gav. He just subscribed out of pity.
Just Gav alone. He got a discount, bro. He got it on Tinder.
It's like $1 a year, man.
Yeah, that's the bit.
Yeah, but plus I'm not getting late enough, so
Keiser's OnlyFans is not in the name of Keiser. It's in the Dad Bod Short Rod. So if you're looking for it, that's the one. That's the one you search. All belly and bush. All belly and bush trips. Don't you worry about it. I've got 2 belly buttons and both of them are innies.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But
I always get that mental image now. And he's palmed.
I mean, Keiser, I do not leave a conversation without having a couple of mental images. I figured this was going to be like a mental health disaster for me and everyone involved tonight. So this is all
class.
This is all right here. Brian Hughes says Brian says it's only Dan's.
That's it, bro. Brian's a legend. Yeah. Any of the other guys who wanted to come in as well, Dan, I was like, get in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man.
If you want to get in.
Who cares? Yeah.
And I understand, see, like watching along the last one, right, Danno? I'm obviously in Glasgow, right? And I'm watching on a Fire Stick, right? Typical Fire Stick routine, right? But I'm watching a live stream of Celtic TV on a Fire Stick in Glasgow. My man Danno's in fucking Gwangju in Korea, and his stream's ahead of mine. He knows the score in the game, and I'm sitting here like, what's going on, man?
You're like a minute and a half by me. No, it's funny because, every time I've been working for like either companies in the US or somewhere else, just working remote here. It's really funny because it'll be like, okay, guys, could you take like your internet speed? Like, we just want to check like how everybody's internet connection is doing, and everybody's like, 30 whatever's per minute, blah, 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 30, 35, and I'm like, 88. Like, internet here is unbelievable, bro. Like, unbelievable. Even when you're out on the street, man.
When I'm gaming and stuff, Danno, with people from America, and they've got like 1 gig up and 1 gig down, and I'm like, bro, I got like 16 megabytes up and 56 megabytes down, and they call that fibre optic in Scotland. I think I get a 3 Weetabix every month through the letterbox, bro. That's the fibre I get with my optic, you know what I mean?
No, and the Koreans you're gaming with are just like loaded. Like, the internet here is incredible. Even they've even got like routers on the subway cars and all that type of stuff, on public transportation, on buses and stuff. I mean, the internet is just totally ubiquitous. You don't have to go off of Wi-Fi if you have like a monthly plan too much, man. It's really amazing.
Yeah, bro. I was watching. Well, like, Keiser has a life outside of soccer. Of course, I have a family. I love to game and stream, and I also love a bit of anime. So I watch a lot of Japanese anime, a lot of Japanese culture, and I'm loving a lot of the anime and stuff coming out of Korea right now, bro. It's just as good as the Japanese stuff. You know what I mean? The animation and the stories and stuff that they're bringing, it's really good. It's after watching like some of the stuff on Netflix exposing like Korean TV, and then the one about all the bodies, the perfect physique in Korea or something like that. I can't remember what it was called, bro. But I was watching a bit of that, and I was like, Korea's a lot more diverse and a lot more advanced than I would stand to believe. You would think, being like here in Scotland or American, you think Korea and you think like a third world country, but it is nothing of the sort. You know what I mean, bro?
No.
Even when Gav and stuff sends videos, I'm like, places I thought would be like, I think of the times where Gav still got there on a wooden sailing ship. You know what I mean, bro? He almost lost his legs to Skullfish. That's how he went bald, bro. All his hair fell out. He had luscious blonde hair when he set sail for the island. And by the time he got all the way where he was going, bro, his hair was gone.
That's how it goes. I swear, with all the drinking that goes on here in Korea, some Irishman got super lost on a boat like 1,000 years ago or something. I don't know. He I don't know, just kind of totally blasted, had like 17 bottles of whiskey in like a tiny boat, and somehow got here to Korea. Like, just like not knowing what's going on. And
that's
like,
Gav. You're just basically that's Gav's origin story. That's Gav's origin story, bro. He was down at the docks one night having a drink with his friends, and he just sat in this wee boat, and he woke up and he was at the other side of the world. Like 6 weeks later, there was a tiger. I think they disguised it as a life of Pi, but it's actually about Gav. That's what actually happened with Gav.
Yeah,
that's how Gav moved. That's how he immigrated.
That's the main reason he immigrated. But yeah, I mean, the stuff that goes on here is just like on another level, and it's weird too, because it's, I mean, if you looked at like South Korea or whatever, like how things were back even in the 90s, it was third world, man. I got here in 2005, and it was nowhere near what it is today, man. I mean, it's crazy.
Rapid advancement, bro. Rapid development.
Yeah.
I always end up going and watching, see, like the street food and street vendors in Korea.
Dude.
My stream just started working. Let's go.
Bro.
Life of Taylor, bro.
Taylor just put it straight into the box. Are you on time right now?
20. I'm at 20 minutes, bro.
Okay,
so I've not even seen it yet.
Yo, Taylor puts it all the way into the box from like midfield, man. And Kyogo just gets on the end of it and volleys it right under Clark. Unbelievable.
Are we first touch finished? Are we James Forrest coaching course? Let's go. This is what we need. This is what we need, Danno. You know what I mean?
Goal, man. That is absolutely superb. Holy moly, man. And you know, usually you see guys volley it, they're just gonna smoke it, right? He just basically tapped it just right under Clark, man. Just brilliant. What a goal.
That's
unbelievable.
That's the thing with volleying the ball, Danno, is the temptation is to murder it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is not the way forward. You know what I mean? I did used to enjoy playing a lot of football, but I done my knees. You know what I mean, Danno? Keiser's knees are destroyed. I'm looking for a new set of knees. If anybody wants to fund me, right? We're going to go to America and get stem cell treatment on my knees. It only costs like 160 grand. I think the chat can raise it. You know what I mean? We'll start a wee crowdfunder. Let's go, Danno. Actually, bro. What take Kyogo?
Pam, this one's for you. Kyogo. That's 2 Kyogos today, baby. Gotta get that. Gotta get the trick. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. What a goal, man. Absolutely amazing.
The crowd looked delighted. And see, the worst thing about this as well, right, legends, is see, because I've got the fire stick on and I'm in the same room, you can hear through my mic, you can hear the room. If my son shouts me, you can hear it. So if the game was playing, the audio was playing, you'd be able to hear it. We might get a wee copyright strike. There's one mascot. There's the stream mascot.
That's the laddie.
You should just get a picture. Picture. There we go. Just replacing Hoopy. We're taking over everywhere.
Oh, yeah. He's into it.
That's a beautiful ball. On that first finish. Oh, lovely. Side foot and all, Danno.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing it. Curved right on a plate. Right on a plate for him, bro.
Yeah.
Like here, Kyogo. There's some sushi. Right on a plate. Love it.
Oh, man. I'm going for the ears. I got an earphone in there, bro. Come on, man.
Eat it. Get him.
Every time I'm holding him on my shoulder, man, it's hilarious. He just goes like straight into my ear, like, yeah. I'm like, yo. Ugh.
Beautiful finish. As it's like the arc of that ball as well. Perfect ball, but it's dropping over Kyogo's shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not an easy ball to connect with. Well, you've also got the noise and interference going on with the two defenders, just desperately trying to get back. Taylor put it right on a dime, man.
What's your doggy's name again, bro?
This is X-Man.
X-Man.
Yeah.
X-Man's competing with Keiser for being the best looking on the channel. I think I'm losing, bro.
Well, it's certainly not the face.
Miserably.
It's certainly not the face for radio here, man. You know.
Exactly.
And
that's why Dan's in adverts in Korea. You know what I mean? He's on TV over there. That was a
big up to 420 somewhere, man. I know you're always on the channel, man.
420's a legend.
Yo, 420, fucking hype, bro.
Legend. My man Brendan behind me here, he came ready for business, Danno. See him there in the background? The boss.
Yeah. I thought those eyes were familiar, by the way. I was like, what the fuck is that in the mask? Is that no, it can't, it's not Keiser. Yeah. So, what'd you think of the image that I put together for the for tonight's festivities?
Bro, I was laughing at it like mad, mate. As I said to you when I mailed you, I was like, we should do it like the Star Wars cover. You know what I mean? Celtic versus the Forces of Darkness. And when you mailed back, bro, and you were like, who's going to be Leia? And I was like I don't want to fight you for it, bro. You know what I mean? I'm Leia.
I would have been Leia. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I actually DJ'd a party in college. It was called a Pimps and Hoes party, and all the girls were dressed in suits and stuff, and all the guys were dressed like as women. And I went in there full mini skirt.
Let's go down. That sounds like fun, mate. Boats and
dude,
hose.
It was dope. It was a really good party, man.
And the guys were the hose.
It was a really good party. It was fucking hilarious, man. It was a really good house party.
I think Danno should organise, right? Listen, see when we get to the stage where we're having those nights and Gracies and stuff, right, legends? Like those Axum nights. I've attended a few of them, right? Like those nights, but ours will be better because Danno's arranging them. We'll have Celtic Pimps and Hose nights and
dude, do something fun afterwards, man. You know, like I know. I mean, the crowd can be a little staid, a little conservative with sports and stuff like that, but have something fun afterwards, man. Have a DJ, have a party, man. You know.
Yeah.
Good time. Yeah.
So,
but Pimps and Hose, that was a hilarious party. Oh my god.
Your radio show as well, Danno, in Korea, right? I've got a couple of the shows online, and I listen along to the music just out of pure curiosity. Is Danno over there playing Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA? Is it like 80s rock? Like I would picture in my mind, like Danno's over there for that, like Robin Williams.
I mean, I'm kind of working on like starting in June. I'm gonna start doing it independently, but the station is owned by City Hall, and City Hall cut their budget, dude. I mean, all local government here in Korea is basically funded by home sales, and home sales in Gwangju and everywhere have been terrible. The housing market. Been absolutely awful. So they cut budget like in 2023 to start, and I was like, okay, I'm going to power through this and whatever. And then we went back to like full budget for the last 3 or 4 months of the year, and then it was like, oh, we're getting our budget cut by 60%, and I was like,
bro, I seen a documentary on a lady.
I don't want to go through this again. So yeah, I like. I'm not doing the radio show regularly anymore. I'm gonna start doing it like weekly, independently. But
you do it yourself. Yeah, hell yeah, Danno. I seen a documentary, and I'm not sure if it was about a lady in Korea, and she opened her own bank, bro, and then funded herself buying houses and like frauded like 1/4 of the GDP, like 4 billion. You know what I mean? She had like loaned herself through this bank. I'm not sure if it was Korea or if it was in China, bro. You know what I mean? So like, I watched it on Netflix. See, one of those one when you look for a random documentary, and it was about this lady. I'm sure it was Korea. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, I've got a few people hitting me up telling me to come to Glasgow. I want to in like August or September.
Oh hell yeah, Danno. Stay with the Keiser. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, I spent a long time in the UK, like mostly in England. Like I did a summer and a semester at Oxford, and like it was brilliant. I loved living over there, especially being from the States. Like whatever.
If you came to Glasgow, right, bro, and you stayed with me, right, and I understand, right, you'd be like, yeah, Keiser, I get it. I get to sleep on your couch or whatnot, right? But listen, bro, right, it's like see that movie, New Jack City. And like the main man for the hood's like, yo, motherfucker,
I fucking
come stay with me.
That movie,
you're like, come stay with me. I show you the real Glasgow. You know what I mean, bro? Come stay with me. Come to Mordor, bro.
Yeah, I've been to Glasgow once. It was brilliant. I loved it. But yeah, I mean, I still have yet to see like a game at Celtic Park. I went to see a game a long time ago, like when Inverness was still in the Premiership. I went up to a game there. Like, guy got me a ticket. My roommate, after I graduated from school in Chicago, his dad was from Glasgow. They were both big Celtic supporters. That's kind of how I got into Celtic. So I haven't been to Paradise. So
you just tell me when you're coming to Glasgow, bro, and I will make sure you go to Paradise. If we are playing and it's at the time of year when we're playing, I don't care if it's an Old Firm game, bro, from back in the past when the Old Firm existed. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a Glasgow derby, to correct myself right now, right? I'll get you tickets and you will be there, Danno. If that's when you come, I will make sure you're there, bro.
I love it, man.
100%.
I mean, obviously seeing Celtic Rangers would be unbelievable, but even just going for any match, I'd love it, man. A weekend match. Going to a home game, I would fucking die. Man, actually, you know what? I just ordered this week? This is brilliant. I got a 2000, I think it's 2006, maybe later. 2006 Nakamura away jersey, that black and green stripe joint that they wore.
Nice, yeah.
I saw it online. I was like, man, $30? Can't pass that up, man. And I love Naka, man. I mean, like, honestly, along with like Lubo, probably like my sentimental like favorite, two of my two favorite like sentimental favorite players of all time in my lifetime. Like not like the dudes I worship, you know what I'm saying? But like the just total sentimental favorites. And I oh man, Naka was a legend, man. We were so lucky to have him for as long as we did. That guy was incredibly unlucky to not play at the top level. Like, what a fucking player, man.
Bro, I would like to say, like, I was very fortunate, right, Danno, growing up in Ibrox, in the Ibrox area, right, and being a Celtic fan. And naturally, right, a lot of people always say they don't recognise how old I am, right, Danno? Keiser's actually 42 years old, right? I was born in 1982, right? So I seen the dark days when Rangers were doing 9 in a row, and I lived next to Ibrox Stadium. So see all the people who walk around these streets now with their heads low in shame, all walked around bounding with energy, playing the flute on the wrong side of their face every time they seen me, like Paul Gascoigne. You get me, Danno?
Yeah.
So see now, bro, I love being here. I love staying in Ibrox and
Dude,
walking around with my Celtic top on. I love it, mate. Absolutely love it. I love giving them a taste of Celtic having dominance because I know what it was when we didn't have it. You know what I mean? I lived those days. I seen the Lou McCarry days at Celtic. You know what I mean? When I was a young boy, I was spoiled by the time that Moravchik was at Celtic. You know what I mean? I was spoiled with Henrik Larssons and Chris Suttons, and I just wish the board would do it again. Just push the boat out if you're going to do it. Brendanrodgers is a great manager to do it with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the cash in hand we're just sitting on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're not asking for like a revolution here, but you know,
I can understand.
We can afford 10 to 12 million pound players nowadays.
Oh hell yeah,
we can. But it's not. I know once you get to like 30 or whatever, those wages are not sustainable.
Mm-hmm. That's revenge is sweet. Well said, Craig. Yeah, it's the sweetest. It's the sweetest thing. You know what I mean? As you say, Danno, right? I understand that. I would love Celtic to be trading in young players of the calibre of Matt O'Reilly, right? But instead of taking 4 and 5 million, paying the 10 million for those golden boys of youth football, I mean, and bringing in that elite talent. But then that does involve restructuring the wage system. But that's something that's had to happen at Celtic for a very long time. Like Celtic are like, it's like the Matrix when he says, 1999 was the height of human civilization. You never evolved beyond 1999. You know what I mean? And that's what it is at Celtic. The wage structure in 1999, it just never evolved. Bro.
I know. I mean, how long ago did Odslan Edouard sign? I mean, it was still the aughts, wasn't it? It was like 2008, maybe. That's still our record signing. It's under 10 million.
Edouard was amazing, bro. See, he's power,
dude, exactly. I just don't see how we like kind of kicked it up from there. Like, oh, you know, like if we feel confident about this, like let's go for it. But we never seem to.
If anything, us acquiring Odslan Edouard was miraculous because PSV were undergoing a revolution where they had mega bucks and they just took a player of his caliber and ignored them because they were buying players from all over the world.
Right.
And we won out on that one. You know what I mean? I'm actually surprised that Odslan Edouard didn't do a lot better when he moved away from Celtic. You know what I mean?
He seemed to at first, and then I don't know, but you know, Crystal Palace is such a mess. Like, if there's anything I like thank fuck for is like I didn't like meet a bunch of Crystal Palace supporters and get into like a team like that in England. Like, what a hopeless slog those type of clubs are, man. And
hell yeah.
The Roy Hodgson University, I guess you'd call him.
The School of Hard Knocks down south. It's all Morris dancing, you know what I mean?
All they do is like, if they have anybody, you know, like you know, Wright or whoever. I mean, they brought up some quality players from their youth ranks, but like, you know, I mean,
seen some of the chat.
They just sell them right the fuck on, man. I mean, they're just, you know, there's just nowhere to be heard.
Daniel flipping by there for Strachan's laptop saying that obviously when the Rotten Mob signed Tori Andre Flo for 12.5 million, and he was a flop, right? And we laugh at that, but it is signings like that maybe put the fear in Scottish transfer market that you go and spend that big money on that big player, and they don't always. Big money doesn't mean he's going to be a big performer or he's going to like hit the ground running.
Right.
But I do think myself, right, one thing that's missing from Celtic is a Georgios Samaras, right? I loved Samaras, Danno, because
I had a huge soft spot for Samaras. People went crazy busting on him.
Right, Danno, because
he's just one of those streaky geniuses that just has these massive moments. You can't deny it.
He walked into European stadiums, Danno, right? And Celtic would be playing Feyenoord, and he would walk in and he would push players out the way, and he'd be like, "Get the fuck out the way! I'm Georgios Samaras. I won Euros with Greece." You know what I mean?
He's like Trump at a NATO conference, man.
Yeah, bro. He had that attitude that you need. You know what I mean? He feared no one. You know what I mean? It's not his job to fear you. You should fear him. I love that about Big Zlatan as well. And he's like, I'm a lion. The lion does not concern itself with the thoughts of the sheep. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that about Big Zlatan as well.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. I love Samaras, but yeah, going out but also you can use, like you were alluding to earlier, you can use that kind of money on a player who's say like 18 and or maybe a couple players like that who are like 18 and get a couple seasons out of them, sell them out for big bucks. This is kind of the youth revolution that's been going on a larger scale, obviously with Real Madrid, but they've been going with like Galacticos youth lately rather than like Galacticos, old farts. And it's been incredible to watch. We could do something like that on a minor scale, like not the elite guys. They're not, they're obviously getting offers.
I look at teams like Leipzig and teams that were faced. You get me, Danno, in Europe, and I think, okay, right, all the players they kind of meet this athletic, physical stature. You know what I mean? They're all like units, and I'm like, right, that's a squad of units we're playing here. And I know our players are technically gifted, and some are small and some are big, but I'm like, I'm very like, we should be competing in that price range. See these players that are playing for Leipzig and Belgian teams and stuff that are going far in Europe, Bodo Glimt, teams like that. You know what I mean? We should be competing for those caliber of signings at 8 and 9 million. They're best players rather than, you know what I mean, Daniel? We should be scalping the best of what we face from around Europe and bringing them in rather than just passing them over and watching them move to Chelsea and Liverpool 2 years later for 15 and 20 million. You know what I mean?
But yeah, the other thing that was interesting, Strachan's laptop brought this up, which, by the way, amazing little moniker there, my friend. He was talking about we need a Euro Super League, and yes, Celtic, Rangers,
I would be delighted. I would be delighted.
Like have like 50, 60 teams in that league, maybe like 3-4 tiers. Dude, that would be a revolution for Celtic financially.
See, like organising that across Europe with Celtic travelling across Europe for home and away games, you get me, Danno, and fans having to travel would be hard work, right? It would be hard pushed. I would love to see something like the English extend the FA Cup. They don't invite Celtic and Rangers to the Premierships, so to speak, but they open the FA Cup to Scottish teams and they allow Scotland's top tier into the FA Cup, and we play off against teams like Man U and Tottenham, and it's like
why not? I mean, like the Welsh teams. The Welsh teams are already in it. What's the point? We would
get a share of the riches for the European football and better football when they would get a taste of Celtic and Rangers playing in competition versus them. You know what I mean? It seems to.
And we bring. I mean, a no-brainer. Yeah, and both clubs and both the Edinburgh clubs bring massive support, man. I mean, they fill the stands. So like, exactly. There's little ways that you can improve this really provincial separation between two admittedly different countries, but yeah, I mean,
sorry, Daniel, my daughter just came and asked me, could she go to your friends? See that way while you're doing something, and your daughter, she came downstairs making faces at me from afar.
That's why I'm holding him. That's why I'm holding him. He's like, dude, I'm going out to drink. I'm like, man, fuck off. Like, we gotta watch Celtic, But I mean, he's got chicks to meet, So.
He certainly has. You need to bring him to Glasgow, bro. You need to bring the X-Man.
Oh man, with this.
Why did you call him X-Man, Daniel? Did you get him dressed before you got him?
No, I mean, I'm not even. Yeah, I know. Everybody thinks I'm like a Marvel guy because I'm like, I've got a dog named X-Man. They're like, oh yeah, who's your favorite X-Man? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Gav Xavier.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to power his mind. He's in the private chat right now. Like, tell Keiser to shut up.
Well, it's like really funny because I mean his his thing early in life was not funny. He got bought at a store for like $1,500. And this guy just abandoned him. So he was living in a factory office. This guy was kind of taking care of him out of just, the goodness of his heart or whatever for a few months. But he's like, man, I can't take care of this dog. Like, he called the old owner. He's like, you got to come back and get him. He's like, dude, just put him down, like whatever. So he was kind of calling around. Koreans don't really have like a network like you'll see on like, our kind of like Facebooks or whatever, like, dog rescue networks or whatever. It's not really like an established thing here, having a dog as a pet. Like it's only been like the last maybe 15, 20 years. So, my ex-wife heard it from her best friend, and her best friend's brother was the manager in this office who was taking care of X-Man. And so, we went and saw him, and I was like, yeah, let's adopt him. But he was just fur out to here, man. I mean, he hadn't been groomed like maybe his whole life. He was 10 months old.
Yeah, of course.
We took him in the next day for a grooming. He comes back and he had like this X mark on the lower part of the back of his neck. And so I didn't name him. My ex-wife did. But, she named him X-Man, and that's how it went.
I get it, bro. I get
it. He's going X right. He's going X right now, man. He's conking out.
I seen that in the chat there that Craig when X-Man drinks a whiskey, he turns into Wolverine. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's getting a little steel claws come out. He's like, he rips his Celtic. Well, he doesn't rip his Celtic top, but his other tops, he rips them.
Yeah. Unlike our middle-aged asses who just like turn into snoring beasts of hangover murder.
Dan, I've never in my life had a hangover, Dan.
You know what? I haven't for about 6 months. I had this nutritionist give me a tip, and she was like, just drink like 2,000, I don't know what it would be, cc's, whatever, milliliters or whatever, of vitamin C right before you go to bed if you've been out on a big night.
Yeah.
And man, it works like magic because vitamin C is like an anti-inflammatory. So if you drink, they always have those little bottles here in Korea. I don't know.
Shots.
Shots. It's like 500 whatevers of vitamin C, right?
Yeah.
Drink like 4 of those. They're like, poop, 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 poop. Go to bed. Well, drink a little bit of water and you wake up golden the next morning. Golden. I don't care if you have been out on a George Best bender. You know what I mean? Like, just you're gonna wake up feeling fine, man.
I always put it down to I was born in the Wine Alley, right, Danno? And that's like a notorious part of Glasgow, as you can imagine, the Wine Alley. So, like, see that Bruce Springsteen song, Born in the USA? I always sing Born in the Wine Alley, right? And a fabled part of being born in the Wine Alley is you're terrified of water and soap, especially combined. So I'm used to being dehydrated, bro. So the dehydration that alcohol offers is nothing to me. I was born of this. You know what I mean? I was born fearful of water. I'm a Wine Alley child. You know what I mean?
Wine Alley, though. What a bunch of pussies for Glasgow. I mean, Glasgow is like, I mean, the real tough guys live in, I don't know, the whiskey block or something.
No,
Wine Alley,
Glasgow, right?
No. Yeah, I forget. Yeah,
Keiser's a black neck. See that there, bro? That's a Wine Alley black neck. That's because you would go in a bath, right, and then you would get a tide mark from your neck.
By the way, who's the snitch says his python is weighing up X-Man? So he's kind of like, can I swallow that? Probably could. I don't know.
What is he talking about, bro?
3.5.
Well, 20. You pull your trousers up.
3.5 kilos. I don't know. I'd say there's snakes in the world they could, but not our man there who's talking shit.
Strachan, you're a legend, bro. You know what I mean? That's just a jest. You've got it, mate. Wine Alley stank lifter all the way. You've got Keiser sus.
Yeah, by the way, big up to Strachan again too, man. Staying out there. Give the show a like, get the algorithm out there, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Please, legends. It helps.
Yeah. You can get more quality graphics.
Bro, that's why Keiser's got
Brendanrodgers joining the IRA in the background.
That's why Keiser's got these shoulders, bro. It's not from going to the gym, it's for stank lifting. I thought the turtles were down there, bro. I was like, where's the turtles? I like turtles. You know what I mean?
So we're
what's happening in the game, Danno?
We should be 3-4-0 up, man. I mean,
hell yeah. Danno, we should just do these like Joe Rogan experiences where we talk about conspiracy theories and stuff instead of the game. I'm so sorry, legends. I take it you are all watching the game while you're in here. It's just a bit of entertainment, a bit of fun. It's like the way I see these watchalongs, it's like you're sitting in the pub with your friends and they're having a couple of drinks and they're just chatting general shit.
Yeah.
Welcome. Hit like, subscribe, share us out, let all your Celtic fans know.
Big up, man. Big up, man. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people talking tonight and whatever. But I think Keis, man, we should take like a 10-minute break.
Oh, let's go, Strachan's laptop. 70s Castle Milk Midgie Raker. Do you know what a midgie raker is, Dan?
I don't know what a midgie raker is.
Right, see, a midgie is it's a tiny fly like a mosquito that bites you in Scotland for a start, right? But a midgie is a name for a bin, right? So like the trash cans, and when you had high-rise buildings, all the trash goes into these huge trash cans at the bottom, and then people would throw out toys and stuff, and the kids would go through the bins, and they were midgie rakers. So that's my man Strachan there saying 70s Castle Milk midgie raker. He was actually a legend, bro, because he was never caught. He was the best midgie raker. He was the best midgie raker in Castle Milk.
So like this was obviously like, even if you're a kid, like highly illegal. Like the cops see you dumpster diving and stuff like that.
No, hell yeah, bro. No, this was like a pastime. Like this was like my man Strachan's laptop saying in Glasgow. This was like bro. We used to pile mattresses in the back court and go up in the close and jump out the window onto the mattresses. Man, crazy. You know what I mean? I think back and I'm like, kids nowadays don't know what they missed out on.
Yeah,
bro.
no. We used to do shit like that. I mean, I was born in 78, and yeah, it's like unbelievable. Well, the shit we used to do. We used to do that. We used to do that shit like second floor, third floor, jump onto a bunch of mattresses piled up.
Hell yeah,
man! Absolute in fucking sanity. Like, can you? But now every kid on their parents' GPS.
I'm talking about lifting stanks and dumpster diving. You know what I mean? Somebody will say to you, Danno, have you ever been caught raking the bins? And if you say no, they'll be like, that's because you're the best. You're good. That's why they call me Keiser Soze. I was gone. What of tampons and toys. I vanished. Right out the bins.
Hey, there's, I mean, if there's anything,
what's the score?
Anybody with an it's 2-0. Anybody with an Irish background has been blessed with this. The Irish goodbye. People poo-poo it, but man, that
Strachan's flashing the memories back now, bro. Fire hydrants in the summer.
Oh man, dude, when I was a kid, yeah, that was big time, man. That was big time. Nobody does that anymore, man. Just
see,
and like sometimes in the city, whatever, like Milwaukee, Chicago, wherever, like sometimes the fire hydrant, it was so hot, the fire department will come by and open it up, like, okay, kids, like, have at it. Like, they didn't give
obviously
a shit.
In America, Danno, it was like a Christina Aguilera video every time a fire hydrant was open. But I want you just in your mind to replace Christina Aguilera with a big chunky Scottish mama in pajamas, because that's who comes and dances in the hydrants in Scotland.
No.
Do you know what a hoodie is, Danno?
Keiser, I'm from the Midwest. You go and look up, I forget what they call it, like people of Walmart or something like that. That gives you an accurate, depiction of like what white people country looks like in the US. It's not that far off, bro. Not that far off.
It's gorgeous.
But anyways, I see you. Yeah. Really, really ample, just gorgeous country there. So, snap! You can just smoke right in the studio, bro. Nice. Oh, yeah. I can only vape in here. I gotta run to the bathroom to actually smoke.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually being politically correct. I'm very sorry that I'm smoking on stream, right, legends? This is actually a cyber e-cigarette. It just looks like it's simulating a real cigarette, and it gets smaller as you smoke it as well, and it contains nicotine. So basically, it's a cigarette, right? I'm not going to lie about it anymore. I'm smoking on stream. Gav's in the private chat. I can see the private chat message already.
Yeah, should we take a quick break or I don't know.
Well, I don't care, bro. I'll chill through halftime. Legends in chat, what are you doing? What's your halftime ritual? What's your routine? What's Celtic?
Yeah, chill for a sec. I mean,
you know
I'm like in my crib, man. I don't think I can do it like you do. I don't know. You're probably owning your place, but if I'm gonna have an actual smoke, I gotta.
Right, hell yeah! Right, we'll take a break then, so as Danno can smoke. Right, legends. We'll take
you can hang. It'll only be like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I do gotta take a piss.
Danno, let's go. Too much information, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey man, it's all love, you know. We keep it open. We keep it 100.
Legends in the chat. What, as I says, right? What's your routine? I loved some of the comments there. See when like I says, Gav was life a pie, and somebody said pie and Bovril, and that's just class. Strachan's laptop. Who's a snitch?
Man, by the way, yeah, Craig Young is saying get a joint spark, Kaiser, and man, my trip back to the U.S. was like the first time since they like legalized weed in Illinois. I could not believe it. It was just
I do not smoke the devil's lettuce.
No? Yeah, of course not. I mean, you're a moral man.
Yes, of course. Anything God put on this planet is safe to use, bro. Anything man designed, I try and stay away from. I'm not confessing, okay? I'm not confessing, legends, okay? Yeah, I'm
no. I'm certainly not. I'm certainly not the fucking priest to do that.
Yeah,
so,
I'll be off on the buckets, son. Oh, let's go. Somebody knows the recipes. I've got asthma now. I can't do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? I did too much of that in my youth. Too much when it was back in the old resin days and hashish. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah.
Back in the this gets smuggled in a donkey's interior.
Yeah, whatever was going on back then, man. Yeah, just like. Yeah, we used to call it swag in the U.S., like really just like low quality weed. And that, when I was in college, that was all I could afford. I was like, wait, there's better stuff? What are you talking about? It was like, $60 a gram or something. Forget it. But anyways, I'll be right back.
Yeah, hell yeah. Strange love, as you're saying now, bro, Germany's just decriminalised weed.
Shit is empty, right? Man.
Yeah, you take your time, Danno, bro, no rush. Yeah. Germany's just decriminalised weed, right? I do think that somewhere like Scotland, of course, it's not the climate to be producing stuff like that, but maybe like indoor grows and stuff and being a provider around the world would be a good thing. It would generate jobs and tax income, and you know what I mean? I think there's more positives to it than there is negatives, but well, it is what it is, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah, the old Lego bars. You know, remember you used to get the soap bar and it had labels pressed on it, and it would be like a Lego brick or a razor blade or a fish. You know what I mean? It's Kaiser's cluing these in right now. You know what I mean? Kaiser's for the underbelly. I'm very sorry. You know what I mean? I know there'll be like crazy Seth Covians in here looking to clip away. You know what I mean? Clip it up. You know what they see next time you come to Ibrox to watch a game? Clip your eyes round about the streets. The one guy you see in a Celtic top, that's me. But I've not got any soap bar, so don't ask for it, right? I can't get it. I can't get it, all right? I can't get it. Aurelian Hatate, what? Generating over half of Celtic's attacking output. Hell yeah. That's the way it should be, bro. Hatate is very forward-minded. That's why he's in the squad. You know what I mean? He makes those forward passes, and O'Reilly is just like a virtuoso. You know what I mean? I certainly hope we can hold on to the likes of Matt O'Reilly in the summer. I don't see it happening really. If there is going to be like if we are going to compete in this new Swiss format Champions League, we are going to need to route this squad. Like this squad needs like an iron bar through the back. We definitely need a left back. We need a keeper. We need a left centre back. I love the fact that Scales has signed a 4-year deal, as I said, Legends, right? I'm loving that, right? But not as our number one choice to play at left centre back. Definitely as cover, coming in there and being that guy who relieves the pressure and performs, right? Yeah, I can put faith in Scales with that, no problem at all. But I would love to see the squad upgraded and just like bring in that higher caliber of player and signal, at least signal the signals that we're going to do something in Europe, that we're going to go and have a go. This is a new format, you know what I mean? There's like 8 games. So like go and have a dash, you know what I mean? Be in it to win it. Don't just be like turning up for a fucking doing every time, you know what I mean? I'm sick of that. That's what I didn't care. Like, see, when Ange came in, people got dead uptight and angry about Ange's tactics, right? Like, he doesn't have a plan B. It's a big thing you see down south right now. That's what they're trying to pull strips off. He doesn't have a plan B. But I love the fact that we were dedicated to one plan, masters of one thing, and we just kept doing it. I love that fact. I would love if Brendan's football, right? I would love if Brendan's football applied domestically and also in Europe. But I think Brendan's brand and Brendan's style of possessional football applies in Europe, but it doesn't really apply when we're playing in Scotland. We should be more attacking, you know what I mean? We should show less respect to teams who play a low block. We should play 4 strikers. You know what I mean? Like, just go right out and attack. And I understand that's ludicrous, you know what I mean? Like, that's ludicrous, Keiser. But you know what I mean? We should we should not give anyone respect unless they demand respect from us. Yeah, sometimes I'm just read the first bit of that there. Sometimes I think we are the architects of our own downfall. Sometimes I think that as well. Sometimes I think like this board, like Peter Lawwell coming back just before Brendan was appointed and stuff. I'm like, that's engineered decline. We are engineering the decline of this squad. And I was really committed to that, right, Trips? I really thought that was the case. And then I realised that Ange Postecoglou was telling the board lies. He was sitting to their face saying, at the end of the season, I'll sign a deal. Celtic fans will love it. It'll be a big thing. And all the time he knew he was going to go south of the border. So when he was identifying targets for like this season, his head was already out the door. And the recruitment team at Celtic didn't realise that Ange's head was already out the door. So they went out and just bought your Yangs and Kwons because Ange had identified them before he left. And Brendan was like, oh, right, I don't want to miss any undiscovered gems. So, like, let's roll with that just now. But, like, I do see there must be a big change this summer. Simple as that. There must be. Brendan must be allowed to choose his own targets and acquire his own players. There's the ice cream van, Trips. Anybody want a double nugget? A slush puppy? Yeah, you want in for the van? Yeah. I'm sorry, right, Legends? I'm not. Yeah. I see what my man Mahish is writing there. Everybody else in the chat as well. Look, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching along. I know I'm trying to like carry it along myself. Danno's candles are frightening me. You know what I mean? I think he's got to put a bit of Barry White and stuff on. Look, Legends, I'm a mad conspiracy theorist as well, right? I love conspiracy theory, and I also love the fact that something that we all watched in the past, like JFK and the conspiracies surrounding that, the fact that that information on that's been released and the conspiracy theorists were correct, no longer is that a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? And the way some things were viewed and the way things are viewed nowadays, you can't speak about like injustices because you're trying to paint yourself as a victim, and you can't speak about how the establishment are leaning on Celtic and the way they are doing it because people accuse you of having a tinfoil hat. You know what I mean? What is that? He is a DJ. He is a DJ. George Bush. It's the second gunman. on the grassy knoll, mate, and see the babushka lady, or whatever, right? The Russian lady in the videos, she was actually a mafia don's mum, because John F. Kennedy had dealings with the mafia. It was the Quattros that killed John F. Kennedy at the direction of the CIA. Proven, boom. Proven it was Danno with a slingshot. That's why he's in Korea right now. I can hear Danno now. Let's go. Welcome back, Danno.
Coasting in.
Welcome back, Danno.
You talking JFK? I was watching in the bathroom.
Yeah, don't you do that to me. You were watching in the bathroom, Danno. What a disgusting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Come on, man. It's not the first.
How can you watch in the bathroom, Danno? You need 2 hands to hold when you're going to the bathroom. What are you holding the phone with, bro?
Well, I do admittedly have rather tiny mitts. You know what I'm saying? But
it's okay for me, mate. I've got 2 belly buttons, like I said. You know what I mean? But Danno there, he sits down and it's like touching the water and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like this long.
It's fucking bad, man. It's fucking bad. But yeah, man, the JFK stuff I've been fascinated with, man, the last couple of years. And you're talking generally about conspiracy theories. There's an amazing, for anybody out there watching, there's an amazing documentary. This guy's like Norwegian or Swedish. He put out this thing, and the graphics and the animation he does is amazing. I forget what the channel's called, but it's called Inside the Book Depository, and it just analyzes what went on that day, who was in there, what they said, what was going on. Absolutely incredible stuff.
Hell yeah.
Stuff. But
I was just talking about how conspiracy theory of the past, people were called conspiracy theorists, right, Danno? And then due to disclosure and stuff in America, a lot of those conspiracies have been proved true, and no longer are those people seen as conspiracy theorists. You know what I mean? They were actually like second guessing and got it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
JFK is still out there though. There's so much stuff they haven't released. But generally, yes, we know way more.
Danno, I told everyone it was you that killed JFK with a slingshot from the grassy knoll, and that's why you're in Korea.
There's no fucking way I would have killed my porno hero. Okay, I mean, come on, what the fuck? I'm Irish Catholic. I grew up in the United States. JFK is a fucking god to me, man. I mean, just a god.
With the conspiracy stuff, Danno, the one that I'm big on right now is Project Bluebeam. Have you heard of that? Right? Anyone in chat, right? If you're going rooking about and going sniffing about for something to watch and be interested in, take a look at Project Bluebeam, right? It's not something that's spoke about a lot, but it's what's going on. You know what I mean? With the eclipse and people seeing visions in the sky and stuff, Danno, and demon face syndrome. Have you heard of that? Demon face syndrome. Danno, right? Listen, right? Get ready, bro. Get ready.
Who's the snitch is right, though. That shot came from the front left.
Yeah. It was
no denying it.
Bro. The driver leaves over and shoots them in the face, bro. The driver does this and shoots them in the face. Have you not seen it?
Though, JFK is the genesis of all this whacked out batshit fucking crazy bullshit that we hear about and just kind of laugh at nowadays because I mean you go from that
landings, were the moon landings real, Danno? Or did America like Hollywood, Space Odyssey, fake it till you make it, film that stuff in a studio, pretend they went to the moon? You get me?
Is it
win the race against Russia?
Is it possible that they did that? I suppose, but I do believe in that. Yeah.
Right, 9/11, Danno, was that Afghanistani terrorists whose passports could survive jet fuel that incinerated columns in a building, or was that a black flag operation Because it kind of looked like the end of Fight Club to me, mate. See where they erased the national debt? You know what I mean? At the end of Fight Club and they blew up the buildings.
I mean, if you actually look at a structural analysis of how those buildings collapsed,
controlled demolition.
No.
Demolition.
No, that's not how.
Thermite on the columns, bro. Controlled demolition. Black flag operation.
I mean, anybody who's like an architecture student will show you like these little basic kind of architecture like load bearing exercises they do in their classroom. Losing one floor of support. Each floor is part of the entire structure, right? Losing one floor of support is
like a house of cards. I get you, Danno. It collapses as such. Unlike Celtic, you know what I mean? And unlike Dave King when he said Celtic would fold like a pack of cards.
Yeah.
And then the press edited it and they said house of cards. When they said pack of cards and people says pack of cards don't fold, stupid. Houses of cards fold.
If you've ever if you've ever talked about that particular gentleman, I mean, if you're talking about the prognosticator of prognosticators,
the one with the one eye's at the shop, bro, and the other one's running home with a change. That
few can hold a candle. that guy, man. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where you like have certain. Media personalities making predictions about stuff.
Gav's dragging us back to the actual game, Danno. You get me? He's like 2-0.
Yeah.
Is that a comfortable score? I can hear Gav saying it inside my mind. Gav, get out of my mind. Professor Xavier. Get out of my mind.
Gav. I mean, if anybody's Professor Uncomfortable, not about the conspiracy theories, but about Celtic not being comfortably ahead. But yeah, true enough. And yeah, especially having seen what happened at Ibrox.
Well, will we capitulate? Will we fold in the second half? What Celtic turns up in the Celtic half in the second half? Sorry, you know what I mean, Danno? That has very much so. Have we been? People would suggest we've been a side of two halves, and the first half suggests that we've been excellent. So the second half, is that going to be the downturn? Is this going to be? You know what I mean? Now Gav's got a bit paranoid.
We're in the danger zone for us right now, right? It's like the period between the start of the second half, if we're ahead, and like say the 65th, 70th minute. That's where it's been kind of dicey for us, for sure.
See, sometimes, Danno, I think like bringing on the substitutes brings fresh legs, but it's disjointed after the 60th minute. Maybe if you just like realised you were going to make the changes and made them at half time, you know what I mean? Or left them until the 70th minute. Why is it always the 60th minute? What is this? It's like FIFA. It's like FIFA AI, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. You're playing the computer, and it's like, here we go. Yeah.
Making the changes. It's the 60th minute.
Right. Next time the ball comes out to touch, we're changing a couple players here. Yeah.
It's like generic. It's not for any tactical sway or, you know what I mean?
Oh man!
Right, let us know what's happening, Danno.
I don't know who just volleyed that. I think that was O'Reilly. O'Reilly just got, a pass. He was way out towards the left wing, and just volleyed it right into the middle. And again, just one timed it right into the center and.
Oh, nice!
Just out of the reach of Kyogo. But yeah,
ahead.
You know who's having an amazing game is Hart, man. Like, yeah, we're not comfortable enough with where we're at right now. But man, that's a security blanket. He's been playing kind of out of his mind when other like mainstays for us have been struggling.
Danno, see like my stream, Danno, right? I can show you like the scoreboard on my stream right now. It says it's 45 minutes into the game and it's nothing each between Celtic and Hearts. Yeah. I don't know what is going on with my stream, bro. We're flashed back in time. Is this the Mandela effect? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, this is like, I mean, this is Celtic TV you're trying to watch, man. I'm doing the same thing. And generally, I mean, as far as like versus what people are doing with like a premium package or whatever, like actual cable in the UK, it's like a minute and a half behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Dan,
like,
I suggested,
you're like right across town from the beam, bro.
Like I suggested, Danno, and I've suggested several times that Celtic should have like a Netflix streaming service of Celtic. You know what I mean? And it should be like previous games, back catalogues, player interviews, like podcasts, and it should be like a full home hub. You know what I mean? What's what you're laughing at now? What have I missed? What have I not seen yet?
Just a really odd moment. Like Hart's just putting it into touch. Cochrane is just put it out there, and it's just like, oh, there's a player injured up the field, and nothing happened. Like basically, the guy fell down or something. Just okay, we got to give it back to you now. Very strange.
Yeah, sniper, bro. There's a sniper in this dance.
Fucking
with those darts. Man. See those darts that Ace Ventura gets shot with, bro. He's like,
What's the line from? It was the first Ace Ventura, I think, where it's like the guy's about to smash up his car, and it's like he's looking at him in the rearview mirror. Warning: assholes in mirror are closer than they appear.
Hell yeah, bro! I seen that. See that movie Falling Down? You know the one I'm talking about. But the guy,
Kirk Douglas.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro! Yeah. Like I watched that as a young guy, and I remember thinking, why the fuck is this anally retentive half-wit so angry? And see, now I watch that as a 40-year-old guy, and I'm like, oh man, I know why he angry,
bro. Oh, Kilgo's on the break here. Out for a corner, brilliant. Man, Hatati just pinged that through the defense right there. Whoop!
Let's go, Danno. You're keeping me informed here, mate. I'm like, I don't know, like it's still up in each in 63 minutes on my
Rangers have a huge, I don't know what they call it, like an internet interference screen going on within like a 2-mile radius of
it's the Ibrox Illuminati, bro. That's what's happening. It's
Paul Gascoigne's running their IT, bro.
Yeah.
Shit is sinister.
This is why they're all deluded, bro, because they're watching different games. You know what I mean? They splice it over like Inception. It's like a dream within a dream.
Man, I think McGregor's kind of back, man. That was an unbelievable tackle.
I heard Brendan say earlier in the week that Calmac had been doing a lot of work, right, to improve his Achilles tendons. Clearly, he experiences pain, right? And see, like, right at the bottom of your ankle, Danno, like, I used to get pain there as well, you know what I mean? And that was due to having to strengthen my Achilles. But, like, that's very hard work. And what Brendan was saying is when we were seeing Cal coming back, he had been working hard on his Achilles all week and was a bit leggy when it came to game time. But this week he sort of turned a corner with it and he's been a lot stronger. So maybe like, see, look, I'm just watching, look at that tracking back. I've just seen there inside the ball. Like Calmac back at his best. That's what Brendan's alluded at. Calmac is back firing. He's back at his best. Right in time, bro, for when we need him to be. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. He's the captain. Got to play. Like, if he's whatever. But, I mean, he's the heart and soul of the team. And you have to give the kind of respect to him that he needs to get back to match fitness. I mean, the guy has been an absolute warrior, man. So,
oh, hell yeah. Dan'll get it. Let's get it. Let's start a conspiracy and Celtic. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you right now how there is a pattern assistance for referees in Scotland assisting teams that are, let's say, they lean towards the establishment. Sorry. Right, they lean towards the establishment.
You saw what I saw a minute ago, man. 2 unbelievable chances, right?
That was wow, yeah.
No, that's a good idea.
That pass through. O'Reilly looked just offside when he touched it through to him, and O'Reilly cut it back to Hatate. But they're getting the corner, so he must not have been offside. You know what I mean, Danno? Yeah, definitely. Man. I love a bit of conspiracy. I do think what we're facing right now for referees in Scotland, right? Get your tinfoil hats on, Trips. That's all because we laughed at the death of the Queen. That's because we sat and laughed, so the establishment's not happy. I don't think Rangers or Kilmarnock or Hearts are asking for assistance, but I think they're getting it whether they like it or not. You know what I mean, Danno? Because the British Empire is crumbling, it's falling apart, and I'm just delighted watching this crumbling empire that oppresses so many people over the world. You know what I mean? Man.
I mean,
delighted.
The first time I went to Buckingham Palace, right? The sickness I experienced watching all these hero worshipping like idiots standing out in front, like taking fucking pictures of just one of the biggest criminal enterprises in the entire history of the world was incredible to me. I could not fucking believe it. But, you know, I mean, there were plenty of Americans out there like, oh my God, the guard and like the chaining of the guard and like maybe they'll come up. Dude, what a bunch of mental slaves, man. Like they have no clue. Like, but, you know, it must be
the 60th minute. Subs time. Who's coming on, Danno? Gav.
But that, you know, I mean, but everybody sits there and, you know, I'm American, like, and everybody's like, oh, American, what a bastion of democracy and stuff. Yeah, democracy where you're like a serf attached to your healthcare with your company. Like, yeah, that's real freedom.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Like, you're wondering why I live over here in Korea. I would live anywhere aside from the States, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
anywhere with real freedom. You should move to Scotland, Danno.
Yeah,
that's what I say to my American friends.
Freedom is healthcare, man. If you have healthcare, you have freedom. Like, you can actually do things. People complain about wait times and all this stuff. All that shit exists in the States, except you're paying through the nose.
Hell yeah, Danno. That's what I say to my American friends. I always say to them, Scotland's a land of milk and honey, right? If America is like the best country in the world, right? How come in Scotland, if I've got no money, my government will give me money. If I've got no house, my government will give me housing. If I've got no lawyer, my government will give me a lawyer. If I need a heart bypass, the NHS will give me you know what I mean, Danno?
Exactly. There's only one thing that gets covered in the States, and that's the lawyer when you're in a criminal trial. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
dude. Joke.
If you want a public representative, Danno, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? A public defender. If you want a public defender, somebody who's like studying out the back of his mum's caravan, somebody for 8 Mile
in the States, yeah,
court, you know what I mean, bro?
Dude, public defenders in the States are a joke. They are so overloaded. They're like these seriously, amazingly altruistic. Admittedly, they're really admirable people, but basically, like the state just piles cases on them, and they have 4 minutes to study your case. That's it, and it's just like
it's madness.
It's just like they come in and they're just like, so what's our plea agreement that we're going to get? And it's like, no, we're going to fight this. And it's like, to trial? What? Like, they have no idea. Like, you might as well have said that to them in Farsi or something. They have no idea what you're talking about.
I love that.
So,
I love that all of these things are being distorted as we speak. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's
not Buckfast, Pam. It's not Buckfast. It's
the same dynamic as everybody standing out in front of Buckingham Palace, just worshiping this false idol. It's the same thing. Like everybody standing around like, oh, the United States, what a model democracy. It's like, yeah, I mean, maybe like 70, 80 years ago or something, like right at the end of World War II. But now, what are you talking about?
What's happening in the game? I see the fans doing the huddle, Danno, and they're doing the look away. They don't care what's happening. But me and you are bringing this watch along, you know what I mean, about watching the game. And now we've bridged into John F. Kennedy, the moon landings, 9/11.
Hey man,
how the British monarchy are adrenochrome drinking reptilian baby eaters, right, Danno, we know, right? But what's the score in the game?
I mean, the lizard people, you know, I mean, they're making their money today. It's fine. But I will say, I mean, like generally, like we have been playing some inspiring football this second half. We haven't scored yet, but man, like the stuff that's been going on has been amazing, and the crowd's been great.
It's a bottle of Chateau Lachette.
Chateau Lachette.
Yes, Chateau Lachette.
It is fucking Buckfast, you lying.
No, that's Chateau Lachette. It's $8.99 a bottle. Best ever.
Oh, right. So yeah, right. You got the full bottle, so it's not the usual Bucky.
Yeah, no, it's a big boy bottle.
Where you got the little street urchin Ned bottle, yeah.
Oh, no, the wee tiny. Like, yeah, that's the Magnum, bro. That's what I had first. I had the Magnum, right? This is Jamaican Buckfast, because Jamaican me drunk. You know what I mean? Jamaican me drunk.
Jamaica has a fucking Buckfast, man. I gotta look into this.
Jamaica has a Buckfast.
Way. There's no way, man. Man, I don't know. I gotta. What's going on? I think I'm missing a shot glass here.
Yeah, just drink it for the bottle, Danno. Drink it for the bottle. Butt chug, Danno. Butt chug that bottle. He didn't hear me. Chat. Someone in chat asked him to do what I asked him to do.
So, you know, FIFA induced substitutions here, or I guess I would say FC 24 nowadays.
Mm-hmm. The AI is generating these substitutions, bro.
I mean, I think that's kind of telling. Rodgers is liking what he's seeing, but he's kind of letting him go as long as possible.
Do Rastafarians drink Bucky? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, they do.
Get the fuck out of here. There's no way. There's no way the Maroon Squad drinks motherfucking Bucky.
Yeah.
Bruh.
But chug that bottle, Danno. Like, put that bottle and do a handstand, Danno. Butt chug.
I would do that with kegs in college. Keg stand. Yeah, that happened.
No, not keg stand. Butt chug.
Oh, I love how your bottle disappears aside from the label.
That's because I ripped the top off it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a Viking.
You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. Cheers, everybody. I mean, I cannot believe this is still 2-0, man. Like, it is honestly kind of bad shit.
It's quite contested, Danno, for what I'm picking up and watching. I'm like, it's hard fought. Very much a midfield battle, and very much not the time to make substitutions in midfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like Brendan's realised that Hearts think Celtic make these changes on the 60th minute, and they're pushing harder right now.
No,
but if we can survive through these 8 or 9 minutes of them trying to push and then make the substitutions, you know what I mean? It's like they've timed it for the 60th minute to push harder.
I could see
you know what
that.
I mean, Danno? A bit of a game plan, expecting the substitutions, but they've not came. But the players are still pushing and going according to the game plan, because Hearts are like they're pressing really hard. You know what I mean? Celtic are retaining the ball, but it's very much not going further than midfield.
But as far as chances of the second half, it has been it has been pretty much us. We've had again. Like
exactly
3 or 4 huge chances, and this is like what's been going on with Celtic all year, right? It's just not creating cash.
And on the Celtic management team, therefore, I would be like, listen, we need to take Kyogo and put him on the bench and put Ida on. You know what I mean? Listen, this is the plan, right? This is the plan. Sorry, Danno.
No, there was like an amazing bit of magic.
Listen, right, Trips, this is the plan. If Keiser was on the management team, this is the plan. You know how the Lisbon Lions formation, the formation we dominated Europe with, defeating ultra defensive football. Yep, that's what we play domestically, but we don't play that stuff in Europe because we're not foolish. You know what I mean? We play brogue ball, we play Brendan ball in Europe, but domestically, we play with 4 strikers and 2 defenders. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean, Danno?
Yes.
Let's go.
Man, I've been preaching the Chuck Steen 4-2-4 for years, man. This is our club heritage, man. This is
hell yeah. That's
this is what gets us what. And it's not like you have to abandon that in Europe.
No.
You can flex it a little bit. You can adjust it and tactically square it with what you're trying to do.
On, Danno. You can start out like that, right, and make a team demand your respect and make you alter your formation. If they earn your respect, but see if they retreat back to defending, then you can continue to pursue that. But if they come out and play against you, then you alter the shape, and like that's called being tactically aware. That's a good manager. That's elite level manager.
Yeah, but
that's what Brendanrodgers is supposed to be.
As far as, and I mean, we go to 4-2-4 like a lot late in games when we're feeling a little bit desperate. Why do it when we're feeling desperate? Go for it.
Yeah,
fucking go for it. Have Ida and Kyogo up front. Who gives a shit, man? All the time domestically. I don't care if we're at Ibrox or wherever. Do it all the time. We will score a ton of goals, man.
Like, I know it's very fashionable, right, Danno? It's fashionable now, right? And people who are long-time watchers of A Celtic World will know for a fact that I've been calling for James Forrest to be redeployed as a striker. Now, see a striking duo of James Forrest and Kyogo. For me, I'm like, that is class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even a striking duo of Ida being that hold-up man and Kyogo being the runner, or Forrest being the runner off the back of him with his intelligence and his ability to finish.
Well, we finally got a substitution here. 70 minutes. So we got Tomoki, Maeda, and Ida.
Oh, 3 subs. The triple digit. The triple digit. Anyone who knows what the triple digit is, you need to think about changing your girlfriend. Oh!
I mean,
that's like the largest party I Kit Kat, Danno.
well, I was thinking you were talking about the Shocker.
No, that's the dragon, bro.
We call it the Shocker in the States.
That's 2 in the pink and 1 in the string.
1 in the Strachan? No?
2 in the packing, 1 in the Strachan. And 1 on the Posta Coggle.
Man, I gotta post when I get that Nakamura jersey, man. That is brilliant.
Oh, hell yeah, Danno.
Can't fucking wait to get it. I loved that away kit that year. Like, I don't know why we haven't kind of brought it back so many years later. It's really
is it
good looking.
Right,
kit,
sorry, right. I know Ida was coming on, but I didn't know Kyogo was being dragged. You know what I mean? So he's missed his opportunity to hat trick. And I see chat like Kyogo hat trick, but he's just like, you're not leaving him on there to try and achieve that. Like, you're not putting on backup and leaving him. I
don't know. I think, O being out really kind of hamstrings Rodgers as far as like what he can do. Like before he would.
Danno, O's not out, bro. O's not injured. O is in fucking Asda Govan buying ramen and ravioli. You know what I mean, bro? I get no idea why O is so far out of favour, right? But what I can say is this, right, Danno? I think O is fantastic, right? And see, when he dropped deep and he played balls through, I was like, he shows a diversity in his game, right? Which, to me, denotes that he's got quality. Very much an unrefined diamond, right? And I hope that when Ida came to Celtic, he would show O how to apply his physicality. See, like, this is how you apply being a physical unit, because you're a big physical guy. You get me? Oh, you don't need to be skillful and graceful. You can also like plant your feet and take the charge. You know what I mean, Dan?
But he does. I mean, he does. Like, and I just don't understand like what goes on. Like the kid has incredible talent. Man, what a ball from Ida. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't know. Like,
sorry, Danno, my mum keeps calling, Danno. I'm sorry, Mum. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Mum. No, I won't ask Danno for his phone number.
No, I'm fucking drinking tonight.
Mum, he says he's coming to visit. All right, ma. You can stay at the same time, right? All right. What, you like his dog? I like his dog too. No, I won't call him. I won't call him Dad. No, ma, I won't. Just better leave us alone, Danno. I'm sorry you heard that, bro.
You're gonna send me here. You're gonna send me here Tinder profile or what, man?
Yeah. Mate, you need a Ouija board and a shovel to be in contact with my mum. She passed away a few years ago. I'm just like, the phone kept ringing, and I don't. It's like the telesales. You know what I mean? Who's your internet provider? It won't hang it up.
Oh man, what a save, dude! Heart again. Just woo! Save that shit, man.
So, do you think we'll close this game out at 2-0, Danno? Very resilient, right, so far in the second half, like stalemate.
I don't think so. We have been, but I don't know. Hart just made a major save right there, man. Oda almost put it in. He was definitely in.
Like, for me, right, leading into this game, I had so many, like, the vibe it was building, it was electric. You get me, Danno? It's like a derby away from a derby. It's the first time I've ever been like, we're playing Edinburgh Rangers. It's the Diet Huns. We need to get the result here. It's
Diet Huns.
It is, bro. It's like,
that's how I always thought about it.
Diet Hun, right?
I always put it. I always put it like Rangers Junior. You know, like Kilmarnock was the third team.
Yeah, they're Huns for the scheme. They're scheme Huns. That's what I call Kilmarnock. They're Huns without the bus fare, bro.
Scheme Huns.
Scheme Huns.
I'm gonna grab a beer from the fridge here. Oof, man. Hold on, almost put that in.
If we can see one goal, we've got to get the Elvis. I swear to God, my mum better stop phoning.
Steven, I can't agree more. This has been the problem all year. We just can't get the obvious chances into the back of the net, right? Wicked, man. But
sorry, Danno, that was my daughter's at a festival in Newcastle, bro, and she just phoned me there. That was my daughter who was calling, and I was like putting the phone down to ignore it because we're doing this. And then I was like, I better answer it and see, just in case she's phoned like 3 times. And she's like, I'm at this festival and it's heavy jobbies. My favourite Scottish word, bro, jobbies. It's heavy jobbies. I'm like, okay, just come home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, right. Heavy jobbies, right?
I just gave you.
I do love the ghosts. I do love the ghost skimming out of the background.
That's my son, bro. That's my son.
Yeah.
He's coming down now because he heard me on the phone. He's like, give me the phone. And I'm like, I just put it there. But he's like running around behind. Like, see, usually, Danno, I put this background on, like, usually it's my kitchen, right, in my own home, you know what I mean, bro? But like I says, my son, I've got 2 sons, bro. I've got 4 kids, right? I've got a 19-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old son, and a 11-year-old son. So, like, Lucius is my 12-year-old, and he's autistic and non-verbal, so he can come charging into the room and shout and scream. But Castiel is younger than Lucius and verbal, so like when he comes in the room, he loves the fact that outside of this, right, outside of Glasgow Celtic and podcasts, he loves the fact that his dad's like a YouTuber and plays games, and you know what I mean, and he wants to be involved. You know what I mean, Danno? So like he's the one who's floating around the back there, like, hey, can I say hello? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, we don't say hello in this house. We say hi, all right? We never say hello, and we never say it twice in a row.
Right. It's like one time when I was a little kid, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were saying supper, and I was like, I came over to my house, and I was like, Dad, can Tommy come over and have supper with us? And he's like, no, in this house it's dinner. But yes, you can come over and have dinner.
Yeah, you have dinner, and then supper comes later at night. Like, I don't know, bro. I never heard the concept of supper. As I said to you, I was a wine alley stank lifter, bro.
It's a very...
I was lucky to get breakfast or dinner, never mind supper. See, when people started saying there was brunch and 11s, I felt so deprived. I actually called my mum up, and I was like, see all these meals I've missed all my life, Mum? Where was my snack pack to go to school, Mum? You know what I mean? You scammed me. I get scammed, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't really like anybody was not eating. It was just like this regional and class dialect difference in the States. Like, I don't know. It seemed like certain people would, but in this, you know, in the Midwest, you'd say dinner, but people would like move to the area and like be like, hey, you want to come over for supper? I remember hearing that for the first time. We're like, what is that?
Like, see the worst mornings, Danno, I can remember, right? See the worst mornings I can remember as a young guy getting ready for school. Like, my mum used to get up and she would make his breakfast and stuff, and it was like Mary Poppins, you get me, bro? But then these random mornings, my dad would be forced to waking up and get us ready, and he would always like grab your face to brush your hair. You know what I mean, mate? You know what? And you're like, man, that is like, I just went from Mary Poppins to Fred Krueger. What happened here? I don't want to go to school.
Man, I remember one time watching my mother brush my sister's hair. And yeah, my dad never got involved with me on that. Like, he would get involved on like a formal occasion and be like, okay, son, comb your hair. Like, he'd like get involved, but like women brushing their hair is just so much more intense. And so like she's brushing my sister's hair and she's just literally sitting there crying her eyes out across from my bedroom. It's just like,
yeah, Danno, I'm going to run to the bathroom like you did, bro, but I'll be there and back. I'm just going to the camera down for 2 seconds, bro. Yeah, I run and I'll cook my son's pizza as well in the microwave. It's a ping thing. I'm a Michelin chef in the microwave, bro. Ping. Anybody want a Greg sausage roll?
Man.
You know what I mean? Have you steak bake? Anybody want a steak bake?
Yo, where's the best sausage roll places in Glasgow? Because I'm definitely hitting it up when I'm there in the fall, man.
Greg's is the PS de resistance.
I mean, being down in London for the first time, discovering sausage rolls, I was like, this is unbelievable, man. Yo, we got to get a third goal. What are you thinking? We got to get it? What's the deal, Celtic famo? Henry Healy's, is that the best place in Glasgow? Get a sausage roll? What's up, Dragons Laptop? Bam. Oh my God. Man, every time my sister got her hair brushed, when we were young, she was just bawling her eyes out. It was just ridiculous. But yeah, I think so too, Christoph, man. Se va, ale. Actually, I've been studying, Christoph. I've been studying some. I'm up to level 2 on like the, I think, the Duolingo app. I've been studying Korean, French, and Irish on the Korean on the app. So it's been a pretty positive influence because Korean has been the only stuff I've been studying for such a long time. So it's been good to get some French exposure and some Irish. I've always wanted to study Irish. I'm so basic at it though. Oh my, dia do eat and all that. Dia do eat, whatever.
Sorry, Danno, I hit the wrong button. I just meant to close the cam. You get me? And I dreamt out the stream like a moron.
Kaiser, if I had a dime for every time I've heard that shit, my God.
Yeah, you'd have a dime.
I'd have like $5,
like 50 cents.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, still like watching the game along. As I says, mate, a very dogged second half. That's the way I would describe it. Like I said, Celtic were on fire in the first half, and I'm used to Celtic being laps or a different Celtic turning up in the Celtic car in the second half. But we're being very dogged. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been all over them. It's just nothing's coming to go. I mean, this has been all year, right? I mean, we've been all over them. We've had the chances, haven't taken them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we should be just on the first half alone. We should be up 4-0.
Simply Joe Biden.
What? Well, at least he's a fucking Irishman, huh?
What?
Biden
doesn't even know where he is. Biden's a puppet. He's a skin puppet controlled by a tiny wee man. See, like Men in Black, where they push the guy's ear and his face opens up. That's what's inside Brandon. The galaxy is on Orion's belt. that's what Biden's going to say when he goes out of office. and Danno, he'll be like, "Have you got anything left to say, Mr. Ex-President?" And he'll be like, "The galaxy is on Orion's belt."
I think we got a penalty review here.
Ooh.
I think on Shanklin.
Ooh.
Which is very strange.
I have his back today, Danno, to win 3-0 and Liam scored to score a corner with a header.
Okay, so it came off Tomoki. And yeah, that's penalty. Boom. There we are.
Like I'm watching it right now.
It was coming. It's so weird. It's coming right towards
challenge. Is that right? The front post challenge.
It's a
Scales and Shanklin.
Yeah.
Look at that, bro. He's like, what is this body shape? Hey.
Yeah. Hey. It's coming like right at his head, and he does a disco move. He does a disco move. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, brilliant.
That's the Shankland wave, bro. It's like the Harlem Shake, but it's the Shankland wave.
Right. It's coming right at my head, but I'm gonna. What a fucking idiot.
That's a RuPaul defense.
Admittedly, he's not a defender, and he's a great striker, but.
He's seen Goldson is injured, bro, and he knows there's so many handballs.
Man, O'Reilly. I'm sorry. If O'Reilly is not our main penalty taker now, we are out of our fucking...
After that, Panenka,
3-0, baby.
Let's go. The clean sheet as well. That's a unicorn, Danno. Celtic preserving a clean sheet is a unicorn. What's this book, that mug? What's that?
It must be. Oh, jeez.
Protecting his ugly dial. Look, what? Has he got a fucking head like Rocky Dennis? His hands up here like, hey, no. You know what I mean, bro? Shell there. You know what? He's got a head like Eggo Piggle. He looks like Eggo Piggle. Who are you mailing, Danno? Stop mailing Gav in secrecy.
Hey, by the way, no, I'm not emailing. Pam said something to me, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what the meaning was. It's showing how basic my Irish is. But she said, "On mate, Danno." She said, "Very good, Danno." So,
very good, Danno.
Throwing some Irish at me.
Dundee Doris, Skelny Brushke. I don't know any Irish, Danno. All right. I know oil, beef, and oct. And when you say them all together with an Irish accent, Danno, it's what?
But yeah, man, 3-0. Game all right.
Aye.
Fucking all right.
Aye. Game over. Aye. Legends in chat, thank you for being here. Understand this is just a watch-along. I wish we could... See, like in the background here where you see Brendan, I wish in the background where you see the clouds, we could have the game and we would be over the top of it and you could watch a bit of it in the background. I don't understand how a watch uploads where it's like you get me, Danno, it's a right to share. You've got like it's like a reaction video, you know what I mean? Because we're over the top. Look, Danno's almost done.
I'm done.
Sniff the bottle down. No, the last shot, pour it back in the bottle, Dan, and pour it up your nose.
No, that's cocaine. You're
a line of Jameson, Danno. One of those candles, Danno, burn yourself with the wax. Right CFC in your chest with that candle wax, Danno.
Everybody, 3-0, baby.
Let's go, legend. Boom.
Down with down with Rangers Junior or whatever.
Down with the Diet Huns. Diet Huns. Diet Huns are on the menu. You know what I mean? Scottish water, the most finest in the world. It's the finest water in the world. So understand that Scottish water is the finest in the world. So those Diet Hun tears are crystal clear. They're pearls for the drops of Jupiter. And the Sevco need to play tomorrow while the pressure mounts, Danno. And you know what Muhammad Ali's training team said? Pressure, burst a pipe. Nothing but pressure and water, burst a cast iron pipe. You know what I mean, bro? Pressure, burst a pipe. 6 points ahead. 3-0 right now. This game is sealed and over. Delighted. This could have went so wrong, Danno. Me and you having a beer. This could have been like black eye experience.
Yeah. You know what I mean? No, I know. I mean, no, I put out the flyer or whatever. I sent it to you. I sent it to Gav, and I was like, "This could end in disaster. Absolute disaster. Like this could be a." Look at you drinking on that invisible bottle. You are a fucking maniac. Man.
It's invisible. It's Harry Potter, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm putting out I'm like spending an hour putting together the graphic out of this flyer, and I'm like, is this gonna be it for a fucking loss? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Danno.
Exactly.
Get the soundboard active. I can't believe you can hear that, Danno. Usually you can't hear it, you know what I mean?
What? Man, why am I getting live streamed like that, man? Like, I mean, you should sound the same.
That's Danno's fans.
Hey!
We call them Fanos.
Danno! The Intifanos. Yeah. Hogwarts in your kitchen, Kaiser, Craig Young.
Yeah, says. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dobby's in here. Backdoor Dumbledore.
Pure Hogwarts.
Gandalf the gay hips.
Pure Hogwarts and the Ra.
The Ra. Imagine the Ra Hogwarts, bro. See that wee guy who was... Remember that guy in Harry Potter, and he was Irish, bro. He was an Irish wizard, and they ripped the shit out of him. He couldn't fucking say Wingardium Leviosa because he was Irish. I was like, Harry Potter, you are... like, I was raging at that, bro, you know what I mean? I was like, how can that be Irish guy no cast spells because he doesn't say Wingardium Leviosa? that is an order.
I mean, to be honest, I never gave that much of a fuck about it. So, like, I didn't notice, but
I noticed, Danno, because I've got a chip on my shoulder, bro, and it's a McCain Crinkle Cut chip. It's a big bad boy. You know what I mean? Grew up in Ibrox in the 90s, Danno. I've got a chip on my shoulder,
yeah.
right?
What the fuck is the Irish guy getting casted like this as? God. Yeah.
He can't do wizard talk because he's not English.
Right. It's just like how they like cast any type of minority in like Hollywood movies or whatever.
Yeah,
just
hell
like,
yeah, Danno, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He's the one that dies first. Everyone, just look away. Whatever.
It's like the guy in Star Trek that has a red jumper on in it, Danno. Like, oh shit. I'm up to casting today and I've got the red jersey and we're beaming down to the planet. I'm no surviving more than an episode, never mind a series.
Yeah.
I'm loving this, Danno. Look, 2 wins and we clinch it, right? Now, 1 win looks like it's indie big, right? We've defeated the Jam Tarts, the Diet Huns. And I must say, like, the first half, watching our performance, we were dynamic, we were attacking. Second half, it's a very dogged display, right? But still, Celtic are in contention. They're fighting for everything. They're making forward play. Hearts are there are no attacking threat whatsoever. And it's very much like it's like the undercard to the title fight. You get me, Danno? It's the fight before the big... Imagine Tyson Fury's younger brother was on the undercard and he was the fight before the big fight. You get me, bro? That's what it feels like.
What an amazing analogy to draw. But yeah, I will say that I disagree with the overall analysis. I think we were all over them all
first
game.
Half, yes. No, the first half, yes.
All game. As far as chances go,
they created nothing. I thought it was a dogged second half, bro.
First half they didn't create a ton, but
all
I mean,
game.
as far as what we were talking about, like like looking for like a complete team performance, like a dogged display. This was exactly what we wanted.
What I'm saying, Danno, is this
right where we wanted to be, man.
Right.
And
what
now,
I'm saying is, sorry, bro. What I'm saying is this: in the first half, right, we outplayed Hearts, right. We were attacking and dynamic. In the second half, where usually Celtic are a team of one half, where I expected maybe we might come out and not perform in the second half, we were very dogged. We had the bit between our teeth. We stuck to our guns. You know what I mean? It was a dogged second half performance. It wasn't really like rip roaring, never boring Celtic that we've seen in the first half. Well, like we need to appreciate the games that Hearts have gave us in this season. And I said it, Danno, right? I said if you look at the league structure, right, and you look at the points that Hearts have achieved, if Hearts had not laid down to the Sevcovians, they would be like 12 points to the better, and they would be contending for second place, if not first. But they're that busy lying down and settling for the crumbs for the Sevcovian table that they don't realise that they're actual contenders. Because they're the only team this season that have managed a result against us, both at their stadium and at ours.
Yep.
You know what I mean, Danno? That's... The Sevcovians have not managed a single result against us. They've not bet us once. You know what I mean, Danno? At their stadium and at our stadium, they've not managed to defeat us. But Hearts have managed to defeat us.
Yeah.
So they're for me, They were our main contenders this season. This game had an era of importance because this is the real contention. This was the time where we were going to drop points. We dropped them today. It's not Kilmarnock away, and it's not Sevco at Paradise. It's today. Loving it. You get me, Danno? Loving it.
This was the, what do they call it in the States? Like kind of like the trap game.
Yeah. It's the
right before you are going up against your main rival, and you know you've got something serious right ahead of you right now, and you're looking past them. It's a trap game. So yeah,
as
brilliant. And I loved our performance today. Yeah. Absolutely loved it. I loved
your performance, Danno. You were outstanding. Just saying, brother. The candles were like very much. Danno's got a monkey pot under the cupboard and he's made 3 wishes. And definitely today's win was one of them. So everyone in chat, you got to be thankful to Danno. You know what I mean?
I mean,
it's honestly, very hard to do these watch-alongs and be part of them, Danno. You know as well, bro. Like, it's hard without that. Gav kind of brings like a defining. He's like the narrator. He steals the course of the chat. But me and you, bro, we are like unrivaled crazies. You know what I mean? We've had JFK conspiracies, 9/11 talk. Yeah. Celtic talk, you name it, bro. You name it.
That's
Apparently,
why
I have 2 belly buttons and Danno has a whopper, and it's like that's science. So thanks for being here, legends. Right? Remember,
that's why
like, share, and subscribe.
But before we leave, like, share, subscribe, but also Jameson. Pay us money for doing nothing, honestly.
Well, we need a sponsorship. We need a Jameson sponsorship.
Fucking do it, Jamo.
Do you know how much Jamo you could sell in Korea just with Danno drinking it?
Yeah.
It's like a piss. He's in adverts. He's like Korean McDonald's. Jameson.
I'm loving it. What the fuck? Do it. Jamo, do it. Get your boy in touch with me, and I speak Korean too. Like, just do it.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Listen, legends, anyone in chat, right? Thank you very much for being here. Have a beautiful weekend, right? And hopefully we have a beautiful Sunday. Kind of wrapping it up now. Thank you all for being here, right? Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining us for the watch along. Danno, thank you for being here with me, bro. Loved it, right? Everyone in chat, anyone in chat, right? If you've watched this and you've thought, you know what? I would love to come on A Celtic World. I would love to be a part.
Do it.
Why not? Yeah, do it. Get in here. You know what I mean?
Do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Live watch along. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Come on, do it.
Come on, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Come on, do it.
Do it.
Do it, man. A blue steel, Danno. A bit of blue steel. Legends, hail. Thank you for being here. We're watching the champions surge to victory. And yes, Keiser will get the Brendanrodgers haircut. That's why my hair's so long right now. I'm letting it grow, legends, because I'm getting the Brendanrodgers. You know what I mean? You've seen the pictures, Danno. You've seen the pictures, right? And I'd just like to say, right, see if we win the league, Keiser's getting the Brendanrodgers. But see if we win the cup on top of the league and do the double, Danno and everyone else is getting a gav. They're going baldy on top.
We're going straight raises.
Nothing. Number nothing.
That's not fucking true, but whatever.
Yeah, Depo legends. Look, that's one thing that I learned today in this stream as well. We got to get Danno to Paradise. It's like total recall. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
Fall. I gotta do it. I gotta do it in fall. For sure. And Pam, seriously.
That's Danno's nuts he's holding there. These are my nuts, man. These are my nuts.
No, man.
I sacrificed them for you.
Get with it. We're in Korea, and I'm sending hearts.
Oh, are they hearts? Are they kisses? I thought they were wee kisses, Danno. Danno, bring the doggy back. Bring the doggy back. Bring X-Man back before we sign off. Get us a bit of laser vision. Everyone, spam likes for X-Man.
Oh!
X-Man's on the case. Legends, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of a Celtic world. And always remember, it is a Celtic world. From Botswana to Zimbabwe, it's a Celtic world, and you're a part of it. Wherever you are in the world, remember you're a Celtic fan. And Celtic are delighted to have you. We're delighted to have you here. Bring your content, bring your vibe, your local vibe, what it means to you to be a Celtic fan where you are. That's what it's all about, legends. Any street shitter. Choo choo.
Yeah, baby. Do it. Do it. And yeah, hit us up. We're open to it. Anything you want to contribute, this is all family.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Gaze.
Yeah, Danno. Thank you for stay in, Danno, right when we drop it down. And then you'll continue getting drunk.
Obviously.
I don't know how to finish the stream, Danno, because Gav's not here. Right? And he's like the boss. So like I'm like, you stay here, Danno, and me and you'll continue getting drunk while the stream's over.
Yeah.
But the stream's not over. That we might just need to just stay here.
I'm not sure. So like, whatever. Gav said like he was gonna be watching.
I think Gav's fell asleep, bro.
Well, if he has, or if he hasn't, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get another can of beer.
Right, well, let's just finish it up, Danno. Wait there. Danno, come back. Right, don't come back. Hey. Look, legends. We're going to need, all-nighter. Let's do an all-nighter. It's a lock-in. Gav's locked us in.
Everyone knows that.
I'll need to go to the shop for another bottle.
No, it's just not.
Is this the first ever A Celtic World lock-in? Listen, 420, right? I had the option to start my own channel, right, and bring Celtic content, but see, really bringing it myself and presenting it myself, I was waiting on chat being there to be like a contributor so that I can react with someone and speak to someone. But no one found the channel, or I didn't advertise it correctly, right? Like, I just love being a part of, you know what I mean? So, like, being a part of a Celtic world, this is where you will see me. This is my home stadium. Sorry, Danno, I'm just saying, like, being part of a Celtic world, this is where you'll see me. You know what I mean? This is my home stadium. This is paradise for Keiser, for Danno, for Paul, for Brian, for Gav. And you might see us all appear on other podcasts, right, from time to time. But this is our home stadium. We might be out there on loan, but very much we're right here. And I do gaming and stuff, right? I play games, and right now I'm playing a post-apocalyptic zombie game, Danno. It's based in real-world locations, right? Bro? And I'm pulling down Ibrox Stadium brick by brick, saving the world for zombies. You know what I mean? Just a bit of fun, a bit of gaming. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah, and with me...
We're locked in here, Danno. This is a lock-in. This is a traditional Scottish lock-in. The stream's meant to be over, Danno, and we've been locked in. I need to go to the shop and buy another bottle because it's a lock-in. And you need to go and buy another bottle of Jameson because it's a Celtic World lock-in, Danno.
Well, I don't know about another bottle of Jameson, but I do need to explain because, I mean, you know, I was on almost weekly.
Nothing. Never apologize, Danno.
Well, no, I'm not apologizing, you know.
I'd like to say sorry to absolutely no one.
I'm a political student. I know what I'm doing here, but the one thing is that Monday and Thursday, every week I was generally on for like a long time, but I picked up a job that ends up at like 7:10, p.m. local time, so it's like the show starts like 10 minutes beforehand. So anybody who is missing me, which I would say I could count on my one hand every like Monday and Thursday, that's the reason I just picked up a job that, you know,
Have you seen the private
a little
chat,
bit after
Danno?
I get.
Have you seen the private chat, Danno? Gav's
yeah,
like,
I'm watching it right
wrap it up. No, the private chat. No, how would you moved over?
now.
To the
No, yeah.
Right, and Gav's like, wrap it up and I'll play the credits. Wrap it up and I'll play the credits.
Wrap it up.
Get it right on every day, Gav.
Maybe
it's a Celtic World lock-in. Let's go, troops.
Yeah,
Taking
man.
over. It's a Celtic World lock-in.
Yeah, Gav can tell us how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we wrap it up, good.
Well, no wrap up, Gav. It's a Celtic World lock-in. We're here for the rest of the night.
I've got quite a few beers left to drink. So
hell yeah. Look, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, do you want to see Danno summon a demon using those candles? Could this be ancient aliens? Our subscribers say yes. Dan, I don't know if Gav's going to wrap it up or not. Right, listen, legends, thanks for being here anyway. If Gav does choose to wrap it up and play the outro, then he probably saved with blushes. But make sure you're smashing like, right? Because that helps defeat the algorithm of YouTube. It helps push us out to other Celtic supporters, right? And the stream goes nowhere unless you're sharing it to your social media. So make sure you're linking the stream. They're Danno, my man's in the Matrix. Link the stream, share it to your social media, right? If your granny's a Celtic fan, let her know Keiser's live. Don't be afraid when Granny doesn't call you anymore, right? She's watching Keiser and Danno. The OnlyFans experience. You know what I mean?
Can you blame her? I
know who my nana watches. You know what I mean? She watches Danno. And my mum phoned for your phone number. We already had that happen, Danno. You know what I mean?
It's a little heavy, but yeah.
I would love to. Sorry, Gav, bro. I would love to wrap it up, right? And if Danno wants to come back and have a party, have a break for like half an hour or an hour, and then come back. So if everybody here for A Celtic World wants to come back to the channel, and we come back in like an hour's time, if Danno's up for it, or if someone else is up for it, and we'll discuss the game, we'll react to the game. Maybe. See what happens. But let's wrap it up for right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for being here. Remember, it's A Celtic World. That was what...